All right, so I'll get this wheel off here. Need to pull this back cover off. This is kind of tough. There's little tabs down here in the corner that basically it hooks, you know, the steering wheels like that, and it hooks on. You have to push those tabs out. I was trying to push it from this side, but it was too hard to keep it out. So what I did with my little, I have a bunch of little panel removal tools here with, you know, plastic so it doesn't scratch up anything. So from the back side, where those tabs are, back here, there's a little slot here. I actually stuck this in. I push it through, and that way it pushes that tab out. So from there, basically, I just grabbed it. Actually, the easiest way was to lay it on the ground like so, you know, with your feet on it. And each side, as you have your piece in here, to unhook, you just kind of pull up that side and do it this side and pull up. So now both sides is kind of pulled apart a little bit. Now we just need to pull the center one right here. So, okay, so the thing that holds, you know, is those hooks. So here's a hook right here, that hook right there, and this hook over here. And what's actually in the, besides these hooks, is this little pin here. This little pin here, these two pins right there, my index and thumb. And the other spot is these two over here, and these are also like little hooks as well. So that's why it was kind of hard. Actually, these four, so it's kind of hard. So what you do is you know, like so. So there's a hook right here and there's a hook right here. So basically, I just kind of squeeze together and squeeze together and just kind of pull them up. Same thing with down here. There's two hooks right here. All right, so down right here. So that was kind of tough. Glad I have these tools so it doesn't mar up anything. So that's one back piece. Now the next step, I believe, is looking at this thing. The next step, I believe, is the bezel. So it's this ring here, this piece here. So I think in the service manual, they actually tell you to get a heat gun and heat up these plastic pieces here, or this, you know, this rubbery plastic is kind of hard, so it's kind of grippy. If you let's see if I could. If you took a heat gun to it, it will supposedly it will soften that up so that way it's easy to come off. Actually, I'm just pulling from here, like so. I'm just grabbing around the base here, like around there. I'm just kind of pulling on it, a little bit here, a little bit there, wherever there's a tab. So there's a tab here, there's a tab here, and over here there's see, there's a tab right here and a tab on this side. I'm not sure if there's one in the middle. Oh, yeah, there is right here. There's one in the middle right there as well. So I'm gonna do with that is I'm gonna go like this. So this tab over here actually has a hook as well. It's similar to these hooks. You know, it's only a half hook. The other half doesn't have anything. Back to the front. So you want to go a little bit at a time. You know, a little bit at a time. Otherwise, you don't want to force anything. Otherwise, you could have problems. Cause something to break. All right. So these ones are off. Just now these two right here. I'm not sure these ones have hooks. They might have hooks as well, but you know, if you're in a cold, you're somewhere where it's cold, you might want to heat these up a little bit with a heat gun or you know, a hair dryer. Okay. Oh yeah, those ones do have hooks. Here. Okay. I think that's the easiest way to just put the whole steering wheel on the ground and work your way a little bit at a time. All right, so that's the bezel. So the hook is, so there's a hook, you know, these hooks here, these hooks here, and these ones you can see is they are half hooks. See how it's just hooked on this side only? See that? How it's only a half round? So it only hooks on this side, the other side is nothing. Same with this one as well. So 3 here, so that's your bezel. So bezel's off. Now we need to do the, let's see, I think now it's the side bezel. So these bezels here. And I believe those ones are the same way as well, I think. Let's see, let's look at the original steering wheel here. Yeah, those ones are the same way. There's 2 hooks here, right there. And I think, yeah, that's these 2 right here. So you know, obviously it's under the switches. So I'm doing the same thing, put it flat on the ground right there. Just like so. I could actually see them in here. I want to push it from the back side. Let's see, I have a little tool here. I think that's big enough. Sturdy enough, I would say. Let's see. So I could use one of these ones, probably this one right here. No, it's too thin. This one's a little thicker. Pushing down a little bit here, a little bit there. Again, the owner's manual tells you to, I need to unhook these wires so they don't get hung up. Push in here a little bit, get that off, like so, both sides. Yeah, see that? Both sides. Okay. All right, go back to pushing this down. Again, I have this plastic tool here, so that makes it a lot easier. Then, if you use anything metal, man, you're gonna mess up your. You're gonna mess up your thing. Okay, so this whole thing comes off as one piece. So the whole switch gear and the bezel is all one piece. Yeah, so take it easy on pushing it down. Instead of me just pushing from the sides here, from the sides of the bezel, I was pushing here because if you push the sides of the bezel and you're too rough, you could break. You could break these bezels here. So you don't want to break anything, right? Again, I'm gonna push it from the back side. I think it's easier to push it from the back side than doing it from the on the front. So this over here is easier than this one is. I think because there's more mass. It's thicker right here. Right here is kind of thinner. But also this one, the slot here is smaller, so I might not be able to reach down there very well. Where this one, the slot's a little bit bigger, so I can reach in further. So let me try this narrow side. I can feel it. I feel it coming down slightly. Just a little bit at a time. Push it. Let's see. I don't know what's stopping me. This thing's right here is hitting the. It's level with the ground now, so you can't push down any further. So now it's just a matter of the one on this side. Just kind of work it a little bit, take it easy. Take your time. Definitely don't rush it. Oh, this thing actually has one more hook on, so it's not just these things, it's also one of those half hooks right here, so that's one right here, so I didn't see that. All right, so I'm gonna have to push from right there then. Push from around right there. There it goes, okay. It's unhooked. So I think it should be easier now. Okay. Okay, there it goes. That's it. There's the steering wheel. So if you look at it, between the new steering wheel versus the old one, they're basically exactly the same because this Guardian design steering wheel is a OEM Mazda wheel. They actually buy the OEM Mazda wheels And what they do is they just remold the steering itself. They remold this rubber plastic piece here itself. So so they have whatever modes that they put it in, and they probably just melt it down, and they melt or they with some heat they melt it down a little bit, and they just probably add more material to make it bigger, right? And everything else stays the same. Whew, okay, that's a pretty good amount of work.